Horse racing fans, welcome back to Starters Orders 7. This is technically still year 1 on my playthrough in this game on the easiest difficulty because I suck at the others and I failed miserably. So I appreciate you guys for love and support, especially for the positive feedback. Sam Miller, Jason, a couple others that have given me some more insight. Because again, like I think we can all agree, the PDF for this game doesn't really explain the things as well as you guys have. The wording is very weird, which I guess is just maybe from a difference of language barriers. But anyways, which horse was it? I think Roscoe Blake, Sam, you were talking about in regards to why he was pulling. And it might be the noseband, like you said. So actually, let me take the noseband off. And okay, we have that settled. At least that's one thing we've done. So I'll be splitting this recording probably into a couple parts, so that way you guys can get more videos. So the red bar, deterioration potential, is I think Jason what you were talking about. If I'm not if I'm remembering in regards to the horse's growth type, so to speak. So yeah, obviously the higher this bar, the red, like you said, from what I remember, is that this horse will probably have a later growth type, or no, the opposite. I can't remember. I actually had it in my notes. Either way, doesn't appear Roscoe Blake is actually ready to be a serious racehorse yet. So I'll go ahead and just give him some time off. Everybody's ready to run, but don't think I'll be putting everybody in a race, even though Saranac Lake is actually in a C3 handicap for 4-year-olds and up on the dirt in Hollywood on June 10th. Today's date is June the 2nd in this game. So let's go ahead, excuse me, and get Ribbons and Bows, our 2-year-old filly, into a race. Let's go ahead and check her out beforehand, though. She's in good condition. She seems ready to roll. I've raced her 4 times out of her 5 starts. I have not received a win with her. She had her first win before I even, I guess, was able to do anything. And we've been up and down. 2 second-place finishes, so I think I'm getting closer. She seems to like Class 1 level competition. She actually finished decently well in Singapore, and that money place finish really helped us out a lot. So I'll probably try to look for those. But let's go ahead and see what she may like. It's been about a week and a half since I last played, so give me some time to get back into the swing of things. I'm sure I'll probably remember, or probably actually forget, a couple of things. Distance, I don't even, 6 furlongs, it literally says it right there. Come on. Okay. So let's see what we can do for this filly. Now, again, I would rather put her in a race after the declaration, which I don't even know if I can do that in due time. Okay, I can. So, the 6 furlong juvenile championship, grade 3, $300,000. It's a field of 11, and I don't really care. Like, I think we have to take a chance. She's rated 98. I think she can handle it. And as long as she finishes in the top 4, we'll still get money that I desperately need because I'm still not trying to take out a loan. So, like I said, I feel like she's capable of running those. We'll go ahead and get S. Campbell, I guess, to go ahead and be the jockey for this one. And yep, there it is. So Ribbons and Bows will be ready for that grade 3 juvenile championship. And that is happening on the 1st of July. So it's a little bit ways away, but I think that'll be good for her. Okay, Saranac Lake, you're already in a race. Desert Glow. 5-year-old mare. Let's go ahead and check you out right quick. Really could use a little bit more conditioning. I've raced her 3 times. I love how the AI was winning with these horses, and then I get them, and it's like, oh yeah, the winning stops here. So her 3 wins came at the distance of 1 mile and a furlong. Somebody was talking about this horse that I needed to be running a little bit longer, which clearly makes sense now. I'm seeing that, yeah, she was running 1 mile and a furlong or 1 mile and 2 furlongs. Yeah, the more I play this game, I'm sure the better I'll be at obviously paying attention to some of these small things. I'm just now starting to understand things for the first time in years, and some of you that have been watching me for years remember how bad I was at trying to figure some of this stuff out. So let's see. No races for you at 1 mile, though. Seriously, none? None. Okay, there are, but like any for 5-year-old mares, I guess is what I'm asking. 4-year-olds and up? anything at a mile and a furlong? Okay, good. Okay, so yeah, mile and 2 furlongs, or actually maybe a mile and a furlong. That's what she was running, right? Um, what's her rating? She's 77 to 88, so don't want to put her in a race that seems too outside her means. Actually, let me come back. So she was running C3, C4 handicap races between 85 and 90, so that's what I should be looking for. Okay, so 80. It would be nice actually in this game if you could sort these races by like the actual classification. I'm a little bit bummed you can't do that. In fact, I feel like all the horse racing games you can't sort them by like competition level, like as far as grade ones, grade twos. In Gallop Racer, you can sort it by the special grade ones or domestic grade ones, but that's it. You can't sort it by like grade threes or grade twos exclusively. That's a weird thing that like horse racing games don't really think about. I don't quite understand it. I would prefer to put her in a C3, C4 race at the 85 handicap level, but a 90, I mean, she's ran it before. Late declaration penalty of $1,700. But this is a field I think she can compete with. Small field, field of 5. Putting her in this race will make it a field of 6. And again, can somebody answer, like, is there really any benefit to choosing different jockeys? Like, I just feel like in games like this, it's still some RNG involved. I choose the jockey that's had the most wins during the season because I legitimately don't see the point in picking another jockey. I just don't. They have less wins, and some of them are carrying more weight. And some of them also have pretty high fees as well. Usually the best jockeys to me in these type of games aren't even that much more expensive. So traveling far, 2,300 miles, we're going to Albany. And Roscoe Blake, not even going to run him because I don't think he's ready for any of that. So our first race up will be June 10th, again for Saranac Lake. So I will go ahead and skip to that day before. And we'll see how it'll go for June 10th. All right, what race are we in? Because I haven't been checking that the last couple of times. Any status on the mare? She's still in full to Guisha, which is perfect. All right, so excited. Never successfully done breeding in this game, so I'm really looking forward to our first foal. What race are we in today on the card? Race 6 at Hollywood. All right, so let's go ahead and head trackside for Saranac Lakes. C3 handicap on 5 furlongs. Sprint. So looking for race 6. Okay. Race 6 at Hollywood is what I'm waiting for. And here we are. Let's forward the betting and see where we finish. So we are going off at 15-2, which if you're actually placing a wager on this in reality, like if that hits, I mean, that's pretty nice, right? But favorite Garmaria? Regardless, 9-4. That'd be awful. I think if you were to do anything with that. So we're kind of in the middle of the field here with Saranac Lake, our 4-year-old filly. Yeah, we'll see how she does. She's been on a winning streak, I think, or has it been the opposite? No, she has. She's been on a winning streak. So this is the only horse I'm actually successfully winning with. Getting a win today would be pretty special. 4-year-old fillies and 1 5-year-old horse here running 5 furlongs, Class 3 handicap. Let's go trackside and see how Saranac Lake does. So my goal is going to be to try to get 2 or 3 races here, at least 3. That's my goal. 3 races per video, just to make sure you guys can have some content for this, because I don't have as much time as people probably think I do to record. I did have somebody comment, why don't you just record these all at the same time? It's like I have a life. Like I can't, you know what I mean? I record when I can. I always like schedule uploads. Like when you guys are seeing these type of videos, I never record them in the same day, or usually even the day before you see them. They're always recorded several days, sometimes even a week before they actually get onto YouTube. You know what I mean? But we are off here, and are those blinkers? I can't tell if they're blinkers on Saranac Lake. Looks like she has an eye patch on. It's like the blinkers that trotters wear here for harness horse racing. Some of them, they don't even have like a full hood on. Obviously, it's just a blinker itself. I'd be interested if that's how they do it in this game. I never really paid attention. All right, already less than 3 furlongs to go, running at 38 miles an hour. We are moving here. And jockey S. Campbell trying to get Saranac Lake going. Does she have an answer? 2 furlongs. Garmaria, the favorite, is pulling away. Does Saranac Lake have an answer? Furlong and a half. Trying to close. Trying to close. Not really closing. Not really closing. Not really closing. I think I did put the blinkers on her, and maybe it actually doesn't suit her as well. And yeah, she is not going to do well here today at all. She'll finish 5th. Not last, but yeah, not a good effort for Saranac Lake at all. This is the type of race she's, I think, used to running. So that did not go according to plan at all. We'll see what the notes are. And what happened to the 5th place horse? I saw there was a symbol by that horse's name, but don't know what happened. Yeah, so what do they say? Stumbled, start, pulled up, sustained injury. Ah, yikes. You know, it's so cool in this game. Not the injury, but just the realism of just those type of mechanics in this type of game. Like, that's not the case in any other horse racing game I play. I mean, think about it. For those of us that play Gallop Racer, your horses are essentially invincible when it comes to injury, which is great, but still, like, I like the realism. Yeah, says not settled, mid-division early, mid-division halfway, faded. So in other words, just mid. Okay, got it. That's all they had to say. Mid. Ridden as a closer. We were never in it. The horse would not settle. I swear it's the second time. Is Saranac Lake, is she just kind of over racing? I feel like this is the second time. Yeah, wow. Actually, she's been on a fifth place. And I'm running her in, well, if you look at the races she won, it was C3 level handicap races at 6 furlongs. Now, I've been running her 5 and 7, which aren't ideal. The handicap level has remained the same. And yeah, she just hasn't been, yeah, she's fading. Yeah, which is interesting. Restrained early. Yeah, okay, so I'm noticing in the notes that she's performing better when she's restrained, but that hasn't been happening. So let me take the blinkers off. Yeah, no blinkers. Let me take that off, and we'll get her in another race. Now that I know what I know, based off of what you guys have told me. Yeah, agility poor, starting poor, we know that. Horse is a little jaded, requires more time. Not going to race her again. We'll go ahead and fast forward to our next day for Desert Glow in a 1 mile, 1 furlong handicap race at the C3 level in Albany, New York. We are in race 6 at Albany. So let's go ahead and head trackside and get this done. And I will train Saranac Lake probably in a couple weeks. And that's also the thing, like, how do you guys know, like, what is your personal system for training your horses? Because from what I'm gathering, that's kind of subjective. I would be shocked if everybody that plays this game trains their horses exactly the same way. So how do you personally know when you should be training your horses? Did I skip my race? Oh, I did. I'm sorry. I did not mean to do that. Yeah, and we finished 3rd, which wasn't bad for Desert Glow. That's nice. But I wanted to watch. But, well, I forgot. We can still watch the replay. Why am I making a big deal? Did not mean to do that. Wasn't even paying attention. So let's go ahead and rewatch this race. We know we finished in 3rd, but let's see how we finished in 3rd. Were we the favorite? We were. 11-8. That's even worse. Actually. I feel like the races I get favoritism, we don't win. It's even like that in my Gallop Racer series. You're the favorite. Unless I'm on like an East Side Band type of horse, which those of you that watch those series, you understand who she is. Unless I'm on her or somebody equivalent, like, I don't usually win on favorites. I win when I'm like expected to finish 3rd or 4th. Personally, it's like less pressure. Kind of like being overlooked. That way I can surprise people. Like, oh, you weren't supposed to win that. Well, like, yeah, just let you know to never count everybody out. So she is pacing pretty well back here, which I do like. I'm starting to think none of my horses need any tack. I feel like every time I've put some sort of tack on one of my horses, it's done the opposite. So probably should just keep everybody the same. A little bit boring, you know, I do like putting tack on, but if it's not going to help us win, then obviously there's no point. Obviously, right? And interesting that when you're watching your race replays, it doesn't actually show you the distance in the upper right-hand corner like it does if you were watching it live. So Desert Glow ran as a closer, trailed 4 furlong marker. Okay. And started to make her move on the outside. Really, really wide trip, though. Why not take her? And she has no tack. And she finished in third. That's shocking to me. She's all the way back here, the only gray in the field. She's about to drop out of screen view. Nah, she's starting to roll. No. How did we finish third? I'm assuming there's like, what, a furlong and a half left, if that? I guess the other horse is probably just tired. Okay, now we're approaching a furlong left, and yeah, she just kind of started to kick at the end, but was never going to be up there to contend for first place. And yeah, the other horse is pretty much just tired. She had the benefit of running as a closer, but why did the jockey let her drift to the outside? There's nothing I can do about that. His notes says, ridden as a closer, which appeared to suit well enough. The trip suited well, considering we struggled for pace. That was a promising run. I mean, yeah, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I like the run. I like the closing potential. I just don't really understand why I mean, I'm not playing, right? So I can't really answer that. Maybe one of you know, I'm sure. Let's try to get one more race, which will be in Hollywood. And I'm honestly, it feels, I just don't know like how often I should train my horses. There's no real indicator. These notes are kind of vague. Like, could do with a few more days of training. I've done that, and then I still have to train the horse for weeks. So like, I don't know. Like I said, if you guys can answer, how often do you train your horses? You have to have some sort of system. I'd be shocked if everybody's like, yeah, I just kind of go as I go. Like, do you train them every 2 weeks, every 1 week, every 3 weeks, every month? You know, that would give me a better indicator of how often I should do it. Otherwise, I'm just going to train them based off of what I'm kind of seeing and try to figure it out along the way. That's the best I think I could do for myself if nobody really has like a concrete answer. Everybody appears ready to run. Okay, Ceramic Lake, she is in good condition. So I remember a comment saying, obviously, just letting them have more time off, couple weeks off seems to do better. I haven't trained them at all, and they're ready to go. Is training more so a thing you do for horses that are younger? Because these horses that are at least the 4 and the 5-year-olds, they just needed a couple weeks off, and they're ready to go. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, last race of this video for Ribbons of Bows, 2-year-old filly. She'll be rowing 6 furlongs for the Juvenile Championship, Grade 3, stacked field of 11. She's going to come in with morning line odds of 7-1. The favorite is going to be Ashbina. We've been beaten by that horse before. Can we redeem ourselves? 7-1 is nice, but again, like every time they give me good odds, we always fail. And I refuse, like I hate the way this game plays, like if I'm controlling the jockey myself, so I'm probably not doing that. Not for a long time. Maybe I'll change course, but I personally do not like the way this game plays from the perspective of actually controlling your horse yourself. Would I have better success? Yes, but that also kind of defeats the purpose of playing this game for me. Like, I like kind of leaving the RNG up to it. I like the management aspects of this game. Sport games, sport-relating games where you're managing your team and you're letting the AI do the rest, I like doing that. If I want to play a game, I'll play Gallop Racer or something, right? I don't have any desire to personally like take control of being the jockey. So let's see where our odds finish when all is said and done. And Ribbons and Bows, 13-2. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, not bad at all. Stacked field for this grade 3 here. 6 furlongs. Hopefully Ribbons and Bows gets the job done. This will be the last race of the video. $300,000 prize, Class 1 Juvenile Championship. Let's go down to the track and see how our girl performs. We're in the gate, and we're off for the Grade 3 Juvenile Championship. It is a decent start for all of the horses. Nobody is really too far behind. Looking for Ribbons and Bows, just look for our silk colors. I'm definitely going to change those next video. Getting rid of the green. I can't change my silk colors, right? I'd be really, really disappointed if you couldn't. Every other horse racing game you play, for the most part, you can change your silk colors. Except for like Final Stretch or Horse Racing Manager 2. Ribbons and Bows, running with the leaders. Makes me feel like this is a hot pace, and I feel like I said, the leaders. This is the usual thing with HRG if you're new to the channel. It's a regular thing. So, Campbell starting to get her rolling. 2.5 furlongs and into the stretch we come for the Juvenile Championship. Ribbons and Bows, does she have an answer? Go, you fool, go! What is with this passive riding, bro? And that's it. That's probably it for Ribbons and Bows. Maybe, maybe not. Does she have an answer? No, not really. She is going backwards. In fact, she's going backwards. She's going to be out of our view in 5, 4, 3. Yeah, she's gone. Every race, they give me good odds. We always fall below them. Well, 13-2 is not even like... It's great depending on what type of wager you're doing, but it's not obviously ideal. Not all the time. 9-2, that's favoritism in a lot of North American racing circuits, depending on the odds of the rest of the field. But come on, man. A horse 11-2 finishes in second. We're 13-2, not that far off. And we finished all the way in... Ridden pack, sorry, we're speeding. No, you weren't... This horse is not a front runner. You were supposed to run her towards the back. Nothing I can do about that. I'm not running the horse. Oh, man. That blows, but that's the game, right? Ribbons and Bows. 11th place. The worst finish in that grade 3. And, yeah, that's extremely disappointing, but clearly she's not capable of running against Class 1 horses at that level anyways. But still, I feel like, are these notes the same? Ridden as a stalker. Yeah, we've had better results when you've... Nah. Can you see what jockeys? Okay, Borel. Who just rode? That was Rose. Maybe I should start paying attention to the jockeys because, yeah, you're supposed to ride her as a closer. I keep forgetting I can do the jockey instructions too. There's so much to this game that I'm still adjusting to. Anyways, that's going to do it today. Awful, right? No wins, nothing really good except for that 3rd place finish, I believe, for Desert Glow. Yeah, we definitely have work to do. But yeah, it is what it is. I'm still learning, and it's the first year. Like, if I'm still doing this, like, year 5 into this game, I'd be concerned. But since I'm still learning the ropes, I'm just going to roll with it. So, yeah, we'll see you next time. You can feel free to let me know your thoughts. Keep in mind, again, I am pre-recording a lot of these videos. So if you think I'm going to, like, take, you know, any insight and apply it to the next video you watch, that's not how it happens. Like, always expect what you leave in the comments to be applied like in a couple of videos. Like if this is part 9 you're watching, expect any insight on part 9 to be applied like in part 11 or part 12. You know what I mean? I just want to make sure I make that clear because some people, like I said, think that I record these live and I upload it the same day or the next day, and that's usually never the case. It's very rare. Anyways, thank you guys for love and support. Like I said, I'm enjoying this game, and I'm glad you know, some of you that have been watching for a couple of years are also you know, having fun watching, and you know, just the positive support about me being back into this game that does keep me going. So thank you guys so much. Until next time, LoHRG signing out. Hope you have a very fantastic day. I will see you later. Bye.
Welcome to Horse Racing Gamer, where champions are made.